It's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for our Top 4 in 4 countdown, where I review the top 4 stories of the week in 4 minutes. With all the controversy surrounding this year's presidential election, sometimes we forget there are other news going on in the world around us. Now, I had to do some digging to find it, but I've got some stories you might have missed this week. We head out to California for headline number 4. A deputy responding to a disturbance call in Northern California was shot to death, the state's 4th law enforcement officer to die in the line of duty in the past 2 weeks. Modoc County Sheriff's Deputy Jack Hopkins was fatally shot after deputies were called to a rural area near the Oregon border. A suspect was detained shortly afterward. Authorities said no other details can be immediately released. Hopkins joined the force just last year. The sheriff's office said his death comes after 2 Palm Springs police officers were shot and killed October 8th during a domestic disturbance call, and after a Los Angeles County Sheriff's sergeant was gunned down October 6th in the high desert town of Lancaster while answering a burglary call. The killings in California are the latest in a string of fatal attacks on officers that include ambushes in Dallas and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Here's headline number 3, a bizarre turn of events in Wisconsin. A Milwaukee police officer who sparked several nights of protests after fatally shooting a black man in August has been charged with 5 counts of sexual misconduct in a separate case stemming from an alleged attack. Well, the criminal complaint alleges Dominic Hegan Brown took the victim to a bar late on the night of August 14th, where they drank and watched TV as coverage of the protests aired. The victim told police he had trouble remembering everything that happened after they left the bar, but that he felt drugged. He said he woke up to find Hegan Brown assaulting him. The complaint also alleges that Hegan Brown offered 2 other people money for sex in recent months, and that he assaulted another unconscious person in July and photographed that victim naked without consent. The alleged assault happened 2 days after the shooting. Up next, headline number 2, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump went toe-to-toe for 90 minutes in Las Vegas on issues like Russia, the economy, and immigration. But there's one part of the evening that stole the whole show. Supporters and foes alike are criticizing Donald Trump after he refused to say he will accept the results of next month's election if he loses to Hillary Clinton. The Democratic nominee declared Trump's resistance, quote, horrifying. Trump had spent the days leading up to Wednesday's presidential debate warning voters that the election would be rigged. Some Republicans recoiled at Trump's startling statement. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham said his party's nominee was doing the country a great disservice by suggesting the election is rigged. The Republican National Committee says the party will respect the will of the people regarding the results. Well, their debates are finished, but Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump had one more showdown with jokes. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton did not set their hostilities aside at a white tie gala last night in New York. The two traded sharp barbs and brutal takedowns at the annual Alfred E. Smith Memorial Foundation dinner, which raises money for underprivileged children. Trump got some laughs, but also got boos when he called Clinton corrupt. Clinton also veered into personal digs, but was more self-deprecating than Trump, joking that she took a break from her usual nap schedule to attend the event. The two fierce rivals sat 1 seat apart for the evening, with New York's Cardinal Timothy Dolan acting as the only buffer. Well, even though I may crack a smile every morning, I'm really not the type to be amused by political jokes. I mean, just last night, I ate Romney noodles, Obama self. Oh my. I'm sorry. I just had to get another one in there. I'm so sorry. I love political jokes. I hope you appreciated that one, but be sure to join me next week. I'll be counting down a new list of interesting stories and headlines that everyone is talking about. These stories consist of breaking news, politics, and all the other stuff in between, jokes included. We'll be right back.